What's up, guys? Midnight Snack here, bringing you some modded RimWorld Alpha 11. Alright, so if you guys have noticed, there's Alpha 11 up. Season 2 started this morning. That's going to be vanilla for those of you that have not watched the video. I'm going to do one vanilla series and then one modded series, just in case some of you may not necessarily care about mods and some of you may not necessarily care about vanilla. So I'm gonna keep the options open for you guys to view whatever you so desire, or watch both. So like I said, this one's going to be modded. It's going to be using the same ultimate overhaul pack that I was using in the last season of Modded RimWorld. It's been updated to the current Alpha 10 or Alpha 11 build. If you're interested in checking it out, there's going to be a link in the description below. There will always be a link in the description below, as well as where you can purchase RimWorld if you're interested in purchasing the game. I went ahead and set up a world and went through prepare carefully and kind of planned this whole thing out just a little bit for what's going on. Alright, so let's go ahead and let's jump in. Let's make a new colony. And there is a new thing here that I'll read off real quick. Wave Survival Game Mode. Frequent resources. I just can't. Reading is a thing, and I should figure out how to do it. Starting over. Wave Survival Game Mode. Frequent resources drop and traders limit. I still messed it up. Frequent resource drops and traders limit the amount of gathering and crafting that your colonists need to do, so you can focus on quickly building your base and fighting off wave after wave of raiders. Games are shorter and faster paced than vanilla RimWorld. So I figured that I might do a few games of this to kind of see what it's like off camera, and then potentially after this season ends, whenever it ends, then we may do a little bit of this survival game mode sort of thing. But for right now, I think I'm gonna just kind of go over to Cassandra Classic, and we're gonna play on Cassandra Classic for a little while. The reason I'm doing this, I'm tempted to play on Phoebe. I preferred when it was Phoebe Base Builder instead of Phoebe Chillax. Just saying, the 90s would like their word back, as well as their joke that I just used. Yeah, alright. But the reason I'm doing this is because I'm hoping it'll be a little less punishing than Randy Random, because this will take into account things like our population and stuff, so hopefully we won't get a huge wave of Normals, which, by the way, scares the crap out of me, because I don't know if Normals can be sappers. They already just flat out murder me whenever they feel like, so the fact that they could just dig into our base, that doesn't make me feel good. But that's something we're going to have to deal with. But I want to play on Cassandra Classic because I still want to actually get further in the mod and see the content of the mod and how the progression works and stuff like that. And if I just keep dying after like 7 or 8 episodes, then, you know. So we're going to play on Cassandra Classic. We're going to leave it on rough and see how that goes. This is going to be our world. I use the seed Norbles are rude. That is Norbles space R space rude. And we are going to be playing in this little jungle down here. So I got a suggestion. I believe it was from Getty. Apologies if I'm mispronouncing your name, or that's actually not your name, but I'm pretty sure it's from someone named Getty, suggesting that since Bad Luck survived the end of the last season, that maybe I bring him into this using Prepare Carefully. So that's what I did. I went ahead and set up the preset, that way I could show you guys what's going on, but I did bring Bad Luck in. So the premise is, I know this is a different world, because I forgot what seed it was, and honestly it's super late and I didn't feel like looking through videos to figure it out, and I lost the saves. Excuses over. We're gonna pretend that Home Cave was somewhere in this desert, and Bad Luck, after that last attack, he went crazy. He abandoned Blue to just starve to death, and he went off in search of peace. So he started traveling east and eventually made his way into the jungle on this little peninsula type area, and he met up with 2 other survivors, and they wanted to try to build a little peaceful home, because both of those other survivors had also been attacked by Norbles, and they realized just how vicious they are. So Norbles are uniting people as well as murdering them. So that's what's going to be happening here. We're going to be playing on this little peninsula in the tropical rainforest. Small hills map, limestone, granite, and marble. So again, the seed is Norbles are rude in the jungle down south. I'm going to go to advanced, make it a large map because I like it. That's going to be our site. we are going to use Prepare Carefully. For those of you that have never seen this mod, basically what it does is it lets you customize every aspect of your colonist when you start. So you get this little option down here in the bottom, click Prepare Carefully, and you can randomize this stuff, and you can change their passions and things like that, alter the levels. You can see down here in the bottom right we have points remaining. You're supposed to keep that positive. You can't have negative points remaining. That's not how the world works. You can actually turn that off if you want to play with just unlimited points. You can do that. You can make these guys like go into their body parts and give them all like bionics and stuff and everything, and just load them up with guns. You can certainly do that. We're not going to be doing that. I went ahead and made a preset right here. So these are going to be our heroes for this season, or at least the beginning of this season of Modded RimWorld. We have Bad Luck, Joe Bad Luck Rogers, and these are his stats from the last season. I just went ahead and copied them over. These are the stats when we recruited him, not whenever the season ended, because this was the first video I found where I had his stat sheet just arbitrarily pulled up. But I went ahead and set him up exactly the way he was, except I changed two things. So before, he was an optimist and he was abrasive. I took off the abrasive trait because everyone he knew died, so he realized that, you know, life's a little too short and maybe I rub people the wrong way sometimes, so I'm going to work on that. So in his journeys through the desert, through the forest, through the jungle, he kind of went a little, you know, he went a little crazy, but in a good way. He got chemical fascination instead, so he's much more likely to go on binges, but he's not abrasive anymore. And because he had to do so much like survivalism type stuff, hunting and gathering, he became a careful shooter, always having to keep an eye out. So those are the only things that I changed. Also, I don't know what he looked like, and I'm not going to sit there and like try to, yeah. But I gave him overalls and a poncho because I think it looks cool. The haircut is in honor of Bit, the super awesome hero of last season. So yeah, these are his stats from when he started. This is even his age right here. He was 40 years old. That's Bad Luck. Bad Luck is back. All right, next up we have Kat. She was a teacher. She was a history student as a child and a teacher as an adult. I made her steadfast because she always had to put up with kids and just kind of deal with them and try to be firm and try to put up with her stuff. And also fast walker because, you know, maybe she was late to class or wanting to get out of class, get to that break room, get a little cup of coffee, something like that. Gave her some cute little pigtails. She's going to be our warden and researcher, as well as our artist if we ever get around to that. And she also really enjoys cooking and the idea of shooting. In my head, because she was a history student, maybe she's also a history teacher. So any type of ancient type firearm that we get, she's going to use. So if we find any like muskets or anything like that, that's what I'm gonna try to have her use those. As long as they're in good quality, she's gonna prefer those over anything else. Yeah, just starting in some normal clothes, trying to save some points. You can see we have 530 points remaining, which we'll get to. And then we have Lurch, James Lurch Barrows, and I just kind of randomized his name a little bit, and Lurch came up. I was like, well, he was a cave child and a digger, so he's got really good construction and mining base stats. He's a hard worker, but he's a little slow. He's a slow poke. He moves a little slower, and he's sanguine. He's always happy. I just realized I'm laughing because the name of this hairstyle is Blowsy, which is a little weird. Melee, because he's really strong. He's used to, you know, swinging that pickaxe, so he's gotten pretty good at hitting his mark. And again, just using the force of the weapon and his weight, he's a good melee guy. He's going to be a good brawler. Social, he's not only a slowpoke, but in my mind, he's a little simple, a little simpler. He likes people, he likes being around people, but he doesn't necessarily know how to talk to them that well. So that's something that, you know, he likes, but he can't do as well as he would like. He's going to be really good at mining and construction just from his upbringing, and people tend to put him in the more manual labor type jobs. But he does have an interest in crafting and growing. Growing because he likes, you know, being outside and growing food for him to eat and for people to enjoy, and crafting because he likes tinkering with things, playing with things, and seeing what he can come up with. So that's a little RP backgrounds, if you will, for our characters. So yeah, Bad Luck, who wandered to the east into the jungle, met up with Cat and Lurch, who were also fleeing from Norbals, and they decided that maybe they should join forces and try to build a life together and see if they could make a nice little safe haven away from the Norbals. So next up we have the resources and equipment. So we have some thinking to do. There's a lot of stuff. I'm gonna just super quickly scroll down this list. If you guys haven't seen this mod before, or this overhaul pack, this mod adds tons of different stuff. Lots of different stuff. And like I said, I'm going quickly. The weapons are all, I believe, courtesy of Project Armory, which they add in lots of different, mostly firearms from different eras, and lots of different apparel. Lots of different apparel. There you go. Look at all the pretty pixels just flying up on the screen. Alright, so what are we going to start with? Well, I always like to start off with seeds, and potato seeds in particular, because that's going to be one of the only things we can grow in the beginning. I'm not actually sure what else we can grow in the beginning, but I want to go ahead and get potato seeds. So I want to go ahead and get 60 potato seeds. Let's get 100 potato seeds just to be safe. Corn, once we research, we can grow that for sure, and that gives us a lot of food. So we're going to get some corn seeds going as well. We'll grab another 100 of those, and we'll tone it down. We'll just get 60, yeah, 60 of those. Medicine, I actually do want a little bit more medicine. That actually took up a lot. Let's take a little less medicine. The food I'm not super concerned with. We're going to have year-round growing, and there should also be lots of animals in the jungle as well. So we should be okay. Wood we don't necessarily need, but I'm going to go ahead and get just in the beginning. That way we can go ahead and start getting planks crafted and a building crafted, our little starter town hall sort of thing, and some steel. This isn't going to leave a lot of room for stuff. Let's have a peek at some of the weapons, because I do want to get a weapon for Lurch, and I want to maybe see how many points we can get if we put these back. So we'll have 1,000 points. So let's grab a melee weapon for Lurch, and I'm thinking we're just going to give him just a steel axe, perhaps, something like that. A steel saber, that sounds kind of fancy. Seeing the spear kind of makes me want to give him a plasteel spear, the spear of Doug. There's a plasteel spear. Yeah, we'll just give him an axe. A steel battle axe. We're going to add that to him. That's going to be for Lurch. That leaves us 962 points. And I really have no idea how many weapons. I mean, this adds a lot of weapons. But I don't know if there's anything super great that we should try to get right off the bat. The Walther PPK silence, I don't think that's going to be super great. The revolver could be a little more interesting than a pistol. We'll get a Webley revolver instead of this pistol. That'll be for Cat. And then we have 748 to try to get some sort of decent rifle for Bad Luck, who was using an Asval, but we can't afford that. Maybe somewhere along the way he picked up an AK-47. Oh, we can look at the stats. Damage of 7, range cooldown of 0.66. Fairly weak weapon from what it seems like. In regards to this, the AK-47 is one of the most well-known, easiest identifiable, probably next to the M16 rifle. I would imagine. Very reliable. Very, very reliable. Alright, let's calm down. Let's stop talking about guns and let's just pick a gun. Maybe I should just... Can I do this? Is this... Okay, we have enough. We'll just give him a survival rifle for now. We have 158 points remaining. So let's go ahead and spawn in with maybe... Nope. Nope. I was gonna say maybe some more packaged survival meals, but no. I don't know. Should we get some more seeds? Maybe we should get some Zeragum seeds. That way, once we finally research Let's do that. Let's go ahead and get a few of these. Once we research the ability to plant or to grow Xeragum, we can do that. Let's actually cut back our corn, and I'll do our potatoes a little bit. Let's get one more Xeragum, and then I'll just kind of do this. Huzzah! 0 points remaining. Alright, save this preset real quick just in case anything bad happens. Season 1, Alpha 11 modded. Please save and don't crash. Please save and don't crash. Thank you. And we're going to go and get started. So yeah, that was a really long intro sort of thing. But I'm going to be going till about 30 minutes. So we got probably about another 15 minutes of just kind of setting up, seeing where we are. So we are now in the jungle. A little less jungly than maybe I would have hoped. Maybe some different trees. Alright, right off the bat, I need to lower or change that pawn state icon thing. Default's fine. I believe I want to change not the visibility. Size and arrangement. Yes. Okay, let's do this. Let's get over here so we can see them. Game options, size and arrangement. I think I liked it pretty much how it was before. I'll do it horizontally because sometimes it's kind of hard to see what's going on. And I wanted them a little bit smaller. That way they're not as intrusive. Okay, and I think everything else should be okay. Alright. Let's go ahead and unforbid all of our stuff and then have a peek around the map, see what we got going on. Potato seeds, our medicine, our silver, get our steel going. Lurch, this is going to be for you. Cat gets this Webley. Bad luck gets the survival rifle. And let's make sure we unforbid our... Is that all of them? I guess that's all of them. Xeragum seeds. Alright, that should be everything. Let's have a peek around the map. It's a pretty large map. Alright, so see some packaged survival meals up here. Trying to look for a good place to build. The reason I picked small hills is because I wanted to make sure we had at least some rocks that we could get for building purposes. But I wanted to do another sort of, not necessarily Lake Town style, but like the urban defense style settlement. So there isn't really a super fantastic place for us to go right off the bat, except we have this building up here that literally needs a door and one piece of flooring for me to be happy with it. It is right next to the edge of the map, so I'm not sure how that would affect anything spawning in, but I kind of like it. It is a walk. It's a pretty big hike away. We do have this super long building over here that's probably full of super bad, nasty people, but there's lots of steel in the area, which is going to be pretty good for getting us started off the ground. There's some gold ore. I don't really know how I was trying to phrase that. Getting us up and running would be a better way to phrase that. There's some silver ore that we can use for trading. Didn't notice any plasteel. That's more gold ore. But we'll have a better look around the map in the future. So I think I like this as our home. So what I would like to do is right off the bat set up a stockpile. We'll put it right here, and this is going to be we're gonna make you important. No rotten, no weapon. Actually, just clear all. I want this to be food and like seeds, pretty much food. Yeah. Not you. Just the food and the medicine and the seeds. That's all I really want here. Raw resources. No. I guess just food and seeds. Wait, where's medicine? And medicine. There we go. Alright. That way it'll help keep it from spoiling because it will be indoors once we get over here. A normal stockpile, and let's actually look at the ground. Most of this looks like just normal soil. I'm not seeing any rich soil. There's some marshy soil over there that we won't really be able to use, and we have lots of little just kind of outbuildings all over the place that we can take advantage of, either deconstructing them or using them in the future. We could probably use this as a little prison. Alright, let's go ahead and set up a normal stockpile right here for stuff. And you can be preferred. Allow all, no rotten, and no corpses or chunks if you please. And I think that should cover everything, because this one should be, yep, so this one will take precedence. Alright, and then now we can unpause the game, let these guys get to work. We need some beds, of course we need some beds. And information. You can open the help for miscellaneous colonist groups whenever you want. Just press Shift K and it will show up. Shift K. Keys 6, 7, and 8 can be used to define where colonists should go. Use them like this. Draft the colonists you want to set positions for and position them against or at their target. Now press, I'm not going to do this. I kind of did the same thing last time. I'm not going to do that. I'm never going to do that. Apologies if you really like using that and I just ruined your fun. That is not me though. Alright, so structure wise, let's go and get a wooden door on here. Floor wise, can't do anything because we need concrete or planks. Alright, and this is a nice little area. I'm enjoying this. Let's go ahead and set up a dumping stockpile as well. We'll do it. Lag? Please don't crash. Game? That was weird. Okay, this could be because I'm running it off of my... Can I actually do it in the marshy type area? I can. This could be because I'm running it off of my external, which is still a USB 3, but the mod does have a lot of stuff in it, so I guess to be fair, there's lots of stuff that is trying to get loaded. Actually, it takes the game quite a bit longer to just start up relative to how it was before all the mods were added. This overhaul pack adds a ton of stuff. We need to probably go ahead and get a research bench going to production. So if you haven't played this mod, you can see right off the bat that we don't really have access to much of anything. We have, I believe, a couple extra tabs. We have rugs, which we can't do anything with. But right off the bat, we need to make a sawmill to take our logs and turn them into planks. We can also turn them into kindling. We have a food prep table, which doubles as a butcher's table, as well as making little salads out of vegetables. And we have the simple grill, which will turn any sort of meat into jerky. Speaking of vegetables and meat, we need a growing area, and there are things afoot to be stabbed and shot. So let's go ahead and set up a little potato field right here, a little potato patch, if you will. And then we can set up some priorities real quick. So let's go ahead and have, I'm really tired, so I guess I'm just kind of like trying to spit the words out as fast as I possibly can. We'll have Cat be the primary doctor with Bad Luck as sort of a secondary doctor in case he doesn't have anything else left. Cat can be a teacher. She'll be our primary cook as well. Bad Luck will be our primary hunter. And Bad Luck was passionate with a lot of things, but I guess he was never super great at it. Mining there isn't going to be too much mining. You can help with growing when you're done with stuff. Same for you. You're going to be our primary crafter though, Bad Luck, after you do all of your hunting duties. Construction and repairing afterwards. Art, we'll leave it at 4. Your research is going to be your main thing. Make sure people can haul things as well. I want to keep this place clean. I really want to keep this place clean. So we're going to do something like that, I think. Tailoring. Why are you good at tailoring? Oh, because you kind of like crafting a little bit. Yeah, you can help with crafting. But you haul first. You haul first, Lurch. Do you hear me? Plant cutting. You know what? Lurch can do that as a 2. You can do that as a 3. This kind of looks okay-ish to me. Ish. It looks like Cat's doing almost nothing. But she's going to be spending a lot of time standing over that research bench after she's done cooking, so this should be okay. Yeah, this should be okay. I don't want anyone else to hunt other than Bad Luck, at least not for right now. Till Lurch maybe gets a little bit of armor or something. I think that should be fine. Doing this like super quickly. Droid work. We don't have any droids. Allowed areas. We don't have anything going on here. You guys can do. You know what? I'm gonna leave you guys having a sleep schedule. All right. And again, if you want to check out this world and play where we are, Norbal's our Rude is the seed, and we are in this little peninsula area at the southern tip, doing a 300 by 300 at 51.73 degrees east and 4.80 degrees north. That is where we are. Factions for the map: we have Thatcher's Crag, an Outlander town. We have a tribe that is hostile towards us. The Norbals are actually friendly towards us. And then we have the Dark Crocodile Pirate Band and the Buccaneer Brine Pirate Band. It says band, and I understand it means like band as in like a war band or like a group. But the Dark Crocodile seriously does sound like a musical band. The Dark Crocodile, even Buccaneer Brine could be some sort of band. Unfortunately, the Norbals, the tribespeople in the Outlander town, none of them are hostile with each other, which could have been a little interesting. I believe in the first season of Alpha 11, we had something within one of the first few episodes where it was pretty much just like, oh, I guess you want to come visit, and then another faction's like, well, we want to visit too, and they get there and it's like, well, we hate you, and they all started killing each other, and that is the end of the story. I apologize if the commentary has been a little lacking this episode. In Ancient Danger, yes, right here. It's after 1 a.m. and I'm more than a little sleepy, running on just a few hours. Oh, and I forgot to say this in the last episode, or the episode earlier today, the Alpha 11 video. But belated Happy Father's Day to all of you fathers out there. So hopefully you dads had a good day, enjoyed your time spending it with family, or if you weren't a father, enjoyed your own father. Alright, I think Cat's doing a bit of arbitrary cleaning, which means we need a research bench, because I forgot about it. We need wood planks, which means we need production set up. I guess we'll have the stockpile kind of in this area, and then we'll have we're gonna do kind of the same thing where we have the crafting around it. So we'll go ahead and put a hand sawmill just up here, I guess. And at least we have lots and lots of trees this time. Lots and lots of trees. You guys haul stuff in. We're gonna have some berries and stuff set up. Alright, so this right here, make some wooden planks. Bring that radius down. We don't need it that high up. Do it until we have 75, if you please. And that'll get started. Let's go ahead and set up a grill in here, as well as a food prep table. Let's go ahead and let's put these in the back, I guess. Maybe back here. Kind of want to reorganize the layout of this room. Like maybe have the research bench over here by the door, and then have the food table and stuff over here. And then we have an actual table over here for you guys to eat. And then where are you guys gonna sleep? These are all important questions. Oh yeah, if you're new to the modded thing, then it gets dark. It gets dark. Food prep table. I apologize if you guys can't see what's going on. I can barely see what's going on. We'll put this stuff in the corner like we usually do. Simple grill, as well as the food prep table. We got some planks made, which means we can almost get our research bench up, which you can see is a lot smaller than it is in vanilla, which I actually kind of enjoy. We'll put the research bench right here. Maybe here? Maybe. Actually, I kind of liked it right there. Oop. It looks like you'll be here for a while. Bad luck is suggesting that you give the colony a name. What should it be called? Ellis? Just Ellis? Maybe Ellistown? Ellistown? Town? Elliston? Ellisville. Bad luck, you just... I'm going to give it to him. I'm going to give it to him. We're going to be Ellistown. I'm going to give it to him just because of how much stuff he's been through. That is a terrible name, Bad Luck. And I do like it right here. It gives a nice flow to this area, and that also means that we'll be able to have some tables in here. Yeah. We're going to do it this way. And then we're going to deconstruct these guys right here. And we're going to set up the sleeping spots, or actually a wooden draggable table up here, like so. With some, we have so much wood, it's great. I know we only have 3 colonists, but you gotta plan for the future, guys. That's a life lesson that I don't think I need to teach you. Oh, we got a torch over here in the corner. All this stuff is getting made. Good times. I think we're gonna go for maybe a few more minutes. I feel like we have a really good start. Growing zone. No one is growing. Why are we not growing? Cat? Aha! It's because no one is set to grow. I am a big dum-dum. Okay, Bad Luck, you need to grow and then you can craft. Lurch, you can do your construction and then you grow because you like it, and then you can craft. Alright. There we go. Get those potatoes going. Most excellent. We'll set up our bills real quick. Food prep table. Let's zoom out some. Simple salad. We will do it until we have. We'll do it until we have 6 of them. Ingredient radius of about. I'll go and just call it 30 for right now. Sure. Make it out of whatever you want. Sounds good. And then let's add a bill for butcher creature, and we will do it forever. And we'll have a radius of a little bit bigger just because our stockpile for corpses is actually down here. So we'll do that. Animal corpses sounds good. And then let's set up our... Ooh, we have visitors. A group from Thatcher's Crag are visiting the colony. Most excellent. Right, set up our grill for cooked jerky. We will do it until we have... I don't know. Jerky lasts for a lot longer than meat will. So I guess just depending on how much meat we have, do it until we have, I don't know how high it stacks. We'll say 75 though. Ingredient radius of, I don't know what I set up the other one for. We'll do, I guess 25. It's so, I just want a thing where I can click it and type in the number 25. That's exactly what I want. You're 30, which means this one has to be 30. And you know what? This is one OCD thing that I'm not going to waver on. This is how it's going to be. I like it. I like this area. And again, I'm sorry, the commentary is just all over the place, just rapid spitfire, just something goes in my brain and it's like, that sounds good, send it, and the mouth's like, do I get a vote? I think I said this backwards. The mouth says stuff and the brain says, do I get a vote? Mouth's like, no, it's gone. See, this is what I'm talking about, guys. This is why I shouldn't record at 1 a.m. But you know what? I wanted to play some RimWorlds. And I'm sure you guys want to see a little bit of RimWorld. We're going to work on getting this indoors. And the research bench, since we have up. Alright, so again, if you're new to this overhaul pack, one of the things all these mods do is change the research. So we can't just build all sorts of stuff like we could in vanilla RimWorld. We have to actually research it. Our people are dumb. So for instance, agriculture. You have to actually research how to plant corn. Rice and strawberries. It's awkward. It unlocks fences so we can keep pesky critters away from our crops. You know, that's good. From experience, we're going to go with security first because man turrets kill Norbals better than not man turrets. Yes. And they don't require power, which is great. And you know what? Now that I think about it, this is the dumbest plan I've ever had. Because we can't build turrets without construction, which lets us turn our steel into steel bars. We can't actually do anything with steel ore, as far as I know. At least not yet. We actually have to build something to turn them into steel bars. Alright, let's have another peek around the map, see if anything's going on. It doesn't really look like it. This boar since he likes wandering around our base, we will hunt all of these. Bad luck after he finishes his tree chopping. I'm sure he's gonna go take care of that. This guy looks crazy. What is he wearing? Like a golf cap? Synthread woolen cap. One thing that's nice about this mod, again, if you are new, is you can actually improve faction relations with people just from having them visit, which I think is really awesome. So Kat will probably go have a chat with some of these guys, and we'll see up in the top left, I guess once she finishes her researching stuff. Nope, they're all sleeping, so sure. No chat. And a heat wave. That's unfortunate. It's very warm here in the jungle, and we don't have anything to do, anything we can do with the temperature. So hopefully these guys will be okay. I don't remember what else. I guess we're not going to talk to them. They're just leaving. You have a Madsen Rasmussen M1896. Looks like some sort of maybe bolt action. A short recoil operated semi-automatic rifle. Project Armory adds a ton of stuff, guys. It really does. I actually do want to chop some of these trees down right here because we don't need them. And we can probably start just expanding and building because we're going to have so much wood, which is going to be a really nice change of pace. Did you just one-shot that boar? I feel like you did. You destroyed its brain. Bad luck. You are the best kind of luck. Cat, you can see making up some jerky using all this meat. And we have a local fly, because I'm going to be able to find this. Alright. Is he going to catch you? He did catch you. Sleeping spot. I can't draft you, sleeping spot. You could come in here. If bad luck, you could come in here. Are you're joking, right? I can't even see where the fly is. How much did that hurt you? I feel like that hurt you way more than it should have. Did you win? Can we... You know what? Let's actually do this. We'll put animal corpses here because we're not going to be hunting them too frequently. Haul it, please. Bring it inside. Cat will make some fly jerky. And I think with that, we are going to wrap up this episode with probably a medical sleeping spot. This area is the clean room for when we apply your band-aids. I know I've been joking about that a lot lately, but I feel like it's silly. So, hands up, don't know. I have a good feeling about Ellistown, not necessarily the name, but just Ellistown in general. I feel like we have a pretty good start. Finding these buildings was really lucky. We're surrounded by trees. We're gonna have lots of animals around us. We're getting some research going, and we already got some potatoes planted. So I feel like we're gonna be doing all right. Hopefully you guys will enjoy the series. Hopefully I won't mess up too much, especially since it's on Cassandra Classic, but it's been a long time since I've played on anything other than Randy Random, so it could have changed and I could get destroyed by episode 3. Don't know. That's part of the fun for me, at least. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, but that's going to be it for me for now. So as always, thanks for watching, and have a good one.